Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to hear a story named The Parrot Who Cried Cat. In a quiet garden filled with flowers, butterflies and tall green trees, there lived a small parrot named Pico. Pico was bright green with shiny feathers and a red beak that looked like it was always smiling. He loved to talk and copy sounds, the garden's whistle, the children's laughter, even the barking of the night birds' talk. Everyone in the garden liked Pico because he made them laugh. But sometimes when the garden became silent and no one came to play, Pico felt lonely. He wanted the other birds to talk to him, to play with him, to notice him again. One sunny morning, he got a naughty idea. He looked around and shouted in a loud voice, "Cat, cat, a cat is coming, run." The sparrows quacked. The pigeons flapped their wings. The minna and crows flew up into the sky in fear. They all shouted, "Where is the cat? Where is it?" But when they looked down, there was no cat. Only Pico sitting on the tree, laughing so hard that he almost fell off his branch. "You silly birds," he said between laughs. "I was just joking." The other birds were upset. "That's not funny, Pico," said a pigeon. "We were scared." But Pico did not care. He loved the attention. The next day he did it again. "Cat, cat, it's back, fly away." Once again the garden was full of noise and fluttering wings. And once again there was no cat. This time the birds were angry. Pico said, "The wise old crow, you are making a big mistake. One day a real cat will come and no one will believe you." But Pico just laughed and said, "Oh, come on, it's just a joke." Days passed, the garden stayed peaceful. Then one warm evening, as the sun was setting and the sky turned orange, something moved behind the bushes. It was a real cat. The cat had yellow eyes that glowed in the dim light. It walked slowly, step by step, with its tail low and its eyes fixed on the birds. Pico saw it and froze. His heart started beating fast. He screamed, "Cat, cat, please help. It's real this time, help." But no one came. The sparrows kept singing. The pigeons stayed in their nests. The minnows did not even look up. They all thought, "There goes Pico again, making his silly jokes." The cat jumped. Pico flapped his wings and flew as fast as he could to the tallest tree. The cat scratched the bark below, trying to reach him. Pico trembled in fear and looked around the empty garden. No one had come to help. He was truly alone. When the cat finally went away, Pico sat quietly on the branch. Tears filled his eyes. He whispered, "I was really telling the truth this time, but no one believed me. It's all my fault." The night grew dark and Pico stayed awake, thinking about what had happened. He remembered how many times he had lied and laughed at his friends. Now he understood how much his lies had hurt them. The next morning he flew to the other birds and said softly, "I am sorry everyone. I lied before and now I know it was wrong. I was just lonely and I wanted you all to notice me." The old crow nodded kindly. "Honesty brings friends, Pico. Lies only brings trouble." From that day, Pico never lied again. He sang sweet songs in the morning and helped warn the other birds only when danger was real. Slowly the birds forgave him, and once again the garden was filled with laughter. But this time it came from trust, not tricks. Moral: what we learn from this story? We learn, when you lie, people stop believing your words. Even when you tell the truth, honesty keeps hearts close, but lies push friends away. It's always better to be trusted than to be funny for a moment. If you watch the video this far, don't forget to give a like to the video, subscribe the channel and share with your family and friends.